Hello friends, welcome back to the Craft Castle. Boy, do I have a Cricut hack for you today. You are going to be so excited. I'm sure if you've been a longtime Cricut user, you have been absolutely frustrated that you cannot save your own design files onto your desktop and it's all in this like cloud. Well, I figured it out and I'm here to show you how to do it because it is actually really easy, really simple, no brain work to it. Once you do it a couple times, you'll be doing it super quick. So let's get started. First, what you want to do is open up a window in Design Space. Now, just search up whatever project that you're wanting to save. For me, I'm going to do a chip bag. And this is perfect for like if you wanted to offer digital downloads in your Etsy shop or just to sell it or to keep printing it, anyway. I'm sure you get the picture. This is going to be perfect. So this is the one that I'm going to save. I'm going to go up into the top 3 dots. And then I'm going to do save for offline, and then I'm going to exit out of it. Okay, eventually at the very top, you will get a save successfully. Hard part's over. Now we're going on to the easy part. Okay, so now, and I'm going to be in the Mac, so it might be a little different for the Microsoft Windows users, but essentially it's the same gamut. For the Mac users, we're going to go down into our Finder tab, and then this is going to pop up. It's all going to look different. Yours is going to look different than mine. We're going to go over here into the left on our HD, and then we're going to go into users. I'm going to click my name because that's the only user on here. And all of these are going to pop up. What you're going to want to click is this Cricut Design Space thing. It's going to be grayed out, but you can still click it. Okay, then you want to go into local data. And then we got this number, not quite sure what it is, but just click it. Okay, and then we're going to go into Canvas. Again, not sure what any of this looks like or what this is for, but we're just going to go into Canvas. And the way that I have mine set up is that the last saved one is going to be over here. If you were to open back up like a different file that you wanted to save, it's going to go down here. It gets kind of confusing when you have a lot of folders. So you always want to save and then come over here into this little area, and then we're going to resave it in a different location on our computer. But every single time you open and then resave, it's always going to add in a different folder. So whatever is your last used in your last save will always be however you have this arranged. So the numbers, I'm not quite sure what the numbers really mean, but the last one is going to be for me. So then you have these 3. I only want this one. If you open it up, this is our saved file that I'm going to create a digital download. So we're going to exit out of that. Okay, so what you're going to do next is go onto your desktop of your computer, and then you are going to create a whole new folder. So for mine, it's just going to be Cricut. That's what I've named it. Going back over into that one little numbered doodad folder that we were in, we're going to right click that and we're going to press copy. Then we're going to open up that new folder that we created in our desktop. And then we're going to just be in the folder, right click, and we're going to paste the item. So then you have your file. And when you print it, and the resolution of this thing is a lot cleaner than what it would be if you screenshotted it, because that was like the old method. With that being said, this is not an SVG file. So if you are trying to do all your design work in in Design Space and then transfer it over into Glowforge, this is not a finished file. However, I do have a little fix for that would help it and make it a lot easier. And then I was testing it out. You can see it on the gumball machine. That's the tutorial that I did earlier in the month of January. It's a super fun tutorial, but if you wanted to turn this into a laser cut file, what I would suggest is, okay, so here is the original bubblegum Valentine's that I had did previously earlier in the month. And if I wanted to turn this into an SVG file, it won't save as an SVG, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to try and create it to be a very easy convert later on. So how I like to do this, and this is always the best way to do this, especially if you're taking screenshots and you're getting ready to trace, is the darker color, the better. So I'm just going to drag this layer over to the right. Now this right here, anything that's touching, when we save it to our desktop, it's going to be a flattened image. So like saving the PNG files would be great for printable items like that chip bag that I have. But if you want to do your SVG file, you want to make sure that anything that's like touching another layer or attribute is not touching. So I'm going to drag this up. See how now nothing is touching, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of that. I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it black. And then we're just going to delete this because we don't need that. I'm going to resave this file to black bubblegum. Okay, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new window in Design Space. When everything loads up, you're going to type in your saved file, whatever you named it. Here it is. And we're going to repeat the same steps. So the 3 dots. And we're going to save to offline, exit out, and eventually you'll have this saved successfully. And we're going to go back into our Finder, and then we're going to click on the user's locations, or I'm sorry, we're going to click on the locations, users, and then you're going to click your name, whatever user it is. We're going to go back over into Design Space, the Cricut Design Space folder, local data, and then this set of numbers, canvas. Okay, and you see how before I only had like 1 row, now I have this one. The very last one for me is going to be the last save. Okay, and here is your PNG file. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to right click and we're going to copy. We're going to go into here and then we're going to paste this item. Okay, because we did not change the name of this one, it says that we have an older one with the same name. I'm just going to keep both. But now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to rename this. Okay, now that you have this black thing that's right here, right? That's supposed to be a gumball. How I would convert this for myself is I would open up a new window in Inkscape. Remember, Inkscape is a free program, so there's no charge to use this. And I love it just because it is no charge. And it's super easy to convert black and white for your SVG files. Okay, so we opened up the new Inkscape. I'm just going to go into that saved Cricut thing, this one right here. We're going to click that and we're going to drag it into our canvas. Just going to exit out of that box. Okay, I've said this numerous times if you've watched my Inkscape tutorials. I don't know what this is, so we're just going to press OK. And here is that saved file that we have. If you save this and you try to open it up in your Glowforge or your laser cutters, it will only be an engraved file because we have to convert it over into a bitmap. So what you want to do is you want to click this, right click, and we're going to trace bitmap. And just press update. This is going to pop up and then you just want to press OK. You don't have to worry about the brightness threshold. If you had colors, you would have to worry about the brightness threshold, but because we saved it as a black, like all black, it's the best color for tracing. And so you'll have the least amount of nodes. And I'm sure if you're a beginner user of a laser cutter, you probably just got lost when I said the word nodes. The least amount of nodes, the better. And after you become a seasoned user with your laser file, you will understand the nodes portion of it, but really it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of what I'm trying to teach you today. So just know if you are saving this in Design Space and then doing all of these steps, put them in black and then do your trace and leave it the way it is and just press OK. And then come up here to the top right and just exit out of that. It's going to look like nothing's there. We're just going to take this top layer and we're going to drag it. When you have one, we're going to put it over here. And then because this doesn't have like any extra circles, like inside, like no extra additional cuts, I'm going to do Command Shift K and it's going to break everything apart. And so now instead of it being a one whole object like this, we're going to do Command Shift K, releasing everything. And so now this is its own piece. And all these pieces are its own piece. When you have that traced, we can go back to the original one that we had and we can delete that because we don't need it anymore. I'm going to drag this up real quick. Okay, And then going back to the whole nodes thing, if we go over here into our nodes clicker, you see how there's not a lot in here. These small little dots are nodes. The more nodes, the worse cut you're going to get, but it also takes a really long time for your machine to cut. So the least amount of nodes, the better. And because we've saved it as a PNG and in black, then when we traced it, we have like the perfect amount of nodes. Going back over into my arrow. Okay, now we can go up into File and then Save As, and we can do black bubblegum with this. Or save it whatever you would like. I'm going to save it in that Cricut file, and I'm going to just save it as an SVG, and I'm going to press save. One thing to note, when you do save these, whatever the size that you had in Cricut Design Space will not be the same size. No matter if you like wanted to open up the Fortnite chip bag or any other thing, like even the Fortnite one that we had saved previously, it will not save the exact size. A PNG is an adjustable file, so you can make it any size you want at a later time. So just know, whatever we had saved for the height or your dimensions on the original one will not be the same. So like this bubblegum machine is 4.73 inches currently, but in the original file, it was about 5.5 inches. So it is a little bit smaller. So you would have to resize that. Okay, moving forward, just to show you that it is now a finished SVG file, I'm going to upload this into the Glowforge app, and it's currently set to engrave, but we can go over here and we can press cut, and now all of these are cut files. And there you have it. You took your original Cricut Design Space design and we saved it to our desktop, and we now have a finished SVG file. All right, y'all, I sure hope I helped you out and gave you a new hack. I will see you soon.